Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Maggie of maggiesbliss.com. This is an energy update with a little pick a card fun for you guys. So here's the information about this kind of video. So I'm thinking that I'll be doing it maybe weekly, maybe bi-weekly, maybe every other day. It's just I'm gonna do my best to follow the flow of the energy and what's calling me in any given moment. So I've been thinking about doing something like this for a few years now, and I've done the thing that you're not supposed to do, and I've ignored my spirit guides and my angels. But we're all human, right? And that's why we're here. If we're still here, we're doing the work, and we're needing to work through some things. And I'm I'm an introvert, so these kinds of things take a little bit more, like of that willpower to say, okay, I'm going to do it. So that being said, the other quandary I wanted to make sure I was working through was I didn't want to copy anyone else. I knew that so many other people were already doing something like this, so I thought, well, there's enough people out there doing this. That need has been met. And then I didn't want it to be the same as anyone else too. But then I had to take my own advice, right? Which is, if they're guiding me to do it, I'm meant to do it, 1. 2, if the energy, when you're putting that energy out there for people, as an energy healer, teacher, and whatever your thing is, even if you're doing a similar thing that someone else is doing, you're doing it differently because you're you. Your energy is different. You are unique. So you will have your different energetic frequency in there, and then your own different flair, your own way of saying things, doing things, and people may resonate more with you than someone else when doing the same thing. And you'll call forth the information in a different way, similar or different way, or just a way that is heard by the people who are meant to hear it from you. So that being said, as spirit guides and angels will do, they give you the gentle guidance, that gentle nudge to do this thing. And then if you ignore it, they give you the gentle nudge again. And then if you ignore it, they do it again. And then they get louder, and then they get louder. And then sometimes something happens to really make you get on this train, this thing you're supposed to do, this path, whatever it is. So for me, it was just finally coming to the point where I was like, okay, I really am being guided to do this. Okay, I really should be doing this. Okay, now's the time. So I'm finally going out there, and I'll do it as long as it's receptive, as long as people would like to receive this kind of thing, and as long as the energy calls for me to do it. So comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know if this resonates with you, doing this kind of thing. I only want them to be short videos, it's something that you can watch, listen to in the background maybe, and just watch real fast, and then move on with your day or your week, and get a little inkling of some inspiration, some guidance along your path, some confirmation. So the minute I decided to do this, not the minute, maybe it was an hour later, I don't know. But I decided, I'm doing this, and I felt that confirmation, that energetic confirmation in me. And then I started to receive energetic downloads, and things started to shift again within me, saying, okay, she said okay, she said yes to us. So the energy and the information started flowing. So I was just like, okay, that is yet another confirmation that, okay, I should do this. So this is just like a beautiful example for anyone else who's like, no, I don't want to do it. Other people are doing it. No, I shouldn't do this. I'm not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to fear. Listen to the love part of it, the light part of it, and do what resonates with you, and know that you are enough. Know that you are meant to share that special thing within you. That being said, the energy this week, it's so appropriate that I'm doing this. Now, on 11/11, today's 11/11, so the portal is open, the gateway is open, and we're ready to open more and manifest more and call in love, call in twin flame energy, call in soulmate energy, call in the guidance of your twin flame if they're on the other side so that they help you. So I have an 11/11 twin flame love activation, a ritual, a complete ritual set up for you guys now. I've sent it all out yesterday. I'll try to remember to put the link in here too, just so you can get to it easy. And I'll send another reminder out today since we are in 11/11. So go there if you're ready, when you're ready to do your ritual. You do it anytime today, it's powerful. And even more powerful if you do it on 11/11 at 11:11 a.m. or p.m. Layer your correspondence. Each layer is correspondence. We have the beautiful layer of doing it on 11/11. Then do it at 11:11 a.m. or p.m. That's another energetic correspondence to add to the energy. Do it with crystals, add the higher frequency there. Do it with essential oils, add the higher frequency there. It's so amazing. So that's today. So while we're getting started with our quick message, energetic message, I wanted to mention that I've been doing these already my way, which is typing out channeled messages that come through me. I've been doing that anyway, and that I've been doing for years. So you've been receiving your energetic messages from me, and they have been well received. So I'll keep doing them as they come up. For about 2 years, they were every single day, and now they're about once a week, sometimes twice a week. It just when the energy calls. But now the energy, of course, shifted because it wants me also doing these live videos for you so that you can enjoy the energetic frequency in that way too. What my divine cosmic messages flow energy through as you're reading it. So as you're reading it, you're receiving energy in an energetic transmission and activation. And then same with these energetic updates. Anyone receiving an energy healing session or even a reading, they're receiving energy and they're receiving possibility and the potential to open more. So I just burned some white sage to clear the space. It's so appropriate to do that. I cleansed and cleared for you guys as well, trying to put these down without dropping the cards. So now we are going to talk about this week and what I've received, and you will, I have 7 cards laid out. I have a flow of the cards that I'm going to show you. They are in slightly like a pyramid where they flow from left to right, up and down and out. Kind of like the flow of the energy for this week or however long till the next energy update comes. You just never know. So sometimes they are seen as like a past, present, future, but this particular deck is just laid out for the flow of the week, the energy of right now and the flow of the week. However, we're layering now, so you can decide a number from 1 to 7 that's calling to you right now. Sometimes I'm so like, my favorite number 7, it's always going to be 7, but pick the number that really calls to you. It might be a different number, and that's the card that you really need to focus on and listen to more. And the others will be appropriate, but that one is more powerful for you today. So pick that right card. I'm going to show you a visual because if you're like me, you're very visually oriented and you want to pick the card by seeing it. So now I'm just going to show you with the cards. Actually, I want to tell you what the deck is because it's so beautiful. It is Angels, Gods, and Goddesses by Tony Carmine Salerno. And I am going to pick a card at the end from Tony Carmine Salerno's Healing Angel cards that I just got. I've had this deck for a little while and I just got this other deck. I didn't do it on purpose, picking the same person, same decks. It just popped in like literally last minute, and that's how it happens with energy. So those are the ones I picked for today. So that's what you're going to get today. The angels are strong right now. The Pleiadians are very strong right now. They're really coming through in a major way, especially for me. We have the Pleiadian lineup coming, and I think I should do a quick video and keep it separate to explain to you what the Pleiadian lineup means. But briefly, very quick, the Pleiadian lineup is when the Sun, the Pleiades, and the Earth are in one line. And that straight line of energy allows a more deeper, more powerful connection to the Pleiades and the Pleiadians and the Pleiadian guides, Pleiadian angel guides, and they come in more strongly during those 2 times a year that this happens. So it happens in May, it happens in November, both around between the 16th to the 20th. It shifts a little bit. Sometimes it's 17, 18, 19. So it tends to be like the most at its peak, just like the full moon, before, during, after. Its peak of energy is like around 17, 18. May 17th, 18th, November 17th, 18th. This is not a coincidence, in my opinion. This is something that I picked up on. I've never heard anyone else say it, so maybe it's something you guys have noticed. Those openings with the Pleiadians happen right after our veil openings. In May, Beltane, we have our opening of new souls ushering in. In October 31st, November 1st, Samhain, we have the portal opening, the veil is thin again for a lot of souls leaving. So this is something that you might be seeing right now. You might be noticing that a lot of souls are leaving. And this is a well-aspected time for them to receive that invite from the other side and decide if it's now they're ready to go. So those things are happening right now. And the Pleiadian lineup is happening next weekend. So that's what we're going to see towards the end of this week. So excited. I have the star rites that I offer remotely and in person. I'm offering a star rites class, the 4 star rites. 2 of them are with the Pleiadians. So go to my website and then just go to magical classes, and then the option for star rites, if you want to learn more, there's a link on that page that I have a quick video explaining to you what the star rites are. So you may be interested. Now let's get back to these cards. So I'm going to show you that visual of these cards right now so that you can decide. Pick a number from 1 to 7, or when you're looking at the cards from left to right, it's 1 on the left, 7 on the right, and obviously you'll get the flow. And then just pick the one that stands out strongest to you, and then just keep in mind what number card it is so that when I get to it, you'll know. Okay, so now I've showed you the cards. I've showed you them face down so that you can pick them. Now I'm going to show you the cards face up so you can see what yours are, or what your one is. Maybe 2 actually stuck out to you. That's totally fine too. So see what resonates. So I'm going to show you the face up now, just so you can see that, and then I'll show it to you individually as I do the reading. So, card 1, we begin. We have the Angel of Communication, and remember, we're in Mercury retrograde right now till November 20th, so communication is going to be challenging. Just keep that in mind when we're thinking about communication, because we need to... Mercury is the planet of communication, and when it's in retrograde, it's going in the, it's said to be, going backwards, but it's like when you see it, it's just the way it's moving. And right now it happens 3 or 4 times a year, and I find Mercury retrograde to be very productive. Anything I've procrastinated on, because I'm an Aries, I may do that, but anything I've procrastinated on, Mercury retrograde makes you see it and makes you work through it and take care of that issue. It just does. But it also gives us communication challenges. It's not a good time to sign contracts. It's a good time to fine-tune the communications, but not take specific action as much as possible. But if you've been working on a contract for months and months, you know that even if you sign it now, you're probably good to go. Just make sure that you reread it and have someone else reread it and check it over and then read it again. So many times I've sent something out and I reread it for the 3rd time, and then I catch another typo, and it's just, It's just Mercury retrograde. Often communication issues will happen with regard to just talking to someone or your computers, your phones. Sometimes car issues will happen. So just keep those in mind and know that it's just a time of rejuvenation so that you can review things, repair things in you that are coming up. And just now we're heading towards winter solstice and Yule, where it's the time of rest and time of introspection. So we need to make sure that we're allowing that to happen. And by the time we come to Thanksgiving, though, at least we'll be out of Mercury retrograde's energy with regard to it being retrograde, but we'll still be in the shadow for 2 weeks after November 20th. We'll still feel the effects, but it's working its way out finally. So Angel of Communication is our card number 1. She's beautiful. And of course, she's got that blue energy in there with the green. And it says, Angel of Communication, communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. So even in Mercury retrograde, it's going to be more challenging to communicate at times. But what you do is you just take a breath before you head straight in with whatever your response is to something, especially if you're actually being triggered, like you're really upset or frustrated or angry or sad, and you really need to say this thing. Take a breath anyway, so that you are making sure that you're saying it in a way that you know is clear and is saying what you want to say, rather than just a quick thing that you really didn't mean to say. Just be clear with your communication as much as possible. Out there in the world. That's just like numero uno, number 1. Then we have our Angel of Support. It's the universe has heard your silent call for help. So communicating clearly is very much an inner dialogue with yourself. Just so you can see the words. The angels and the universe are always here, and they're always supporting us. We're never alone. Even during these rough times where it's hard to make certain decisions, it's time for you to realize that you've always had your support. And as you communicate clearly, first card, second card, you start to see that support because you're sending energy out to the universe. When we meditate, we are able to raise our frequency and come into a higher vibration, 40, 50, 60. So we're raising our vibration, and the deeper we can go in our meditation, work is being done on that energetic level. There's always an undercurrent of energy happening, always. And you might be responding to someone or something that's happening to you, but there's an undercurrent within you that's also aware of what you were doing and saying and also responding. And even beneath that is the awareness of that. So you are to realize that and take responsibility for your energy and allow that to be expressed. Take responsibility of what your inner dialogue is, because that is energetically being expressed too. So be more conscientious of what you're thinking, feeling, and being, because it is sending it out to the world. It is a part of your reality. Your outer reality is expressing what your inner reality is feeling and thinking. So when you start to communicate well and clear, you're able to feel the support come for those things that you need and desire and are working on and working through. And the support is there. You're always being held. I know that some people are going through some rough challenges right now, and they're finding it hard to do the thing. And now's the time to do the thing. Now's the time, rather, to face what you need to release. We have passed the time of Samhain, so anything that is still lingering that you know needs to go, you know is dead and gone, you know is really no longer a part of your energy, if you don't release it, it's draining your energy, and it's not leaving a nice enough room for the new thing to come in, the right thing to come in. Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Is it a person? Is it just a smaller thing, a pattern? And those patterns are big things too, right? So what is it that you need to release? And release it. Let it go. Do some introspection, do your meditation, walk in nature to help you realize that you need to let it go. Like I mentioned in the Samhain ritual, when a tree holds on to dead leaves, it doesn't flourish as much because it's still, comes spring, because it's still sending energy to those dead leaves. So we can help nature along and remove some of those dead leaves. With us, we need to figure out what those dead leaves are and remove them. So if there's still some things that need to be released that you're hanging on to, it's detrimental to your health, it's detrimental to your path, and it will eventually, the universe will speak to you louder and louder until it becomes screams. I love to say when I teach a yoga class, listen to the whispers so you don't have to hear the screams. So start to listen to that and release, let go. Card number 3, we have Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you believe, you create. No one can harm you. Oh my God, I love this card. Do you just love it? I keep hearing that Sprint commercial in my head. The woman that says, do you love it? Do you love it? Get her out of my head. So I love this card. It's all about, obviously, psychic protection, psychic third eye information. You're knowing your truth. You see truth and you can see it. This is speaking to me as like, you're seeing the truth and you're ignoring it sometimes. You're seeing what needs to be released and you're ignoring it. So listen to that and allow your energy to be very more present and more aware of what needs to be released. Know that we have angels that are protecting us. So you are protected through your process, through whatever's happening right now, through what you need to let go of, through what you're seeing come in. Mercury retrograde is showing us some stuff too. It really is. So listen to that. We also have the full moon in Taurus tomorrow. The full moon in Taurus is all about beauty, sensuality, and abundance and flow. And we're gonna grab onto that, right? That awesome magic, but it's also got its flip side, doesn't it? Every astrological sign has a flip side, and Taurus has the challenge of making sure that they're not being stubborn and bullheaded, right? And that was one of the visions I got last night, was a bull. I saw a picture of the skull of a bull, and I remembered that Taurus full moon is tomorrow, and that was something of the energy coming in. And the bull is saying, and I saw like fluid, white liquid energy flowing, and it's just asking us to flow with the natural rhythms of nature, right? We have rhythms of nature, and we need to flow with them. And a part of that is releasing the dead, releasing what's no longer serving us in our lives. So allow that to be released. So again, what you believe, you create. No one can harm you. Goddess of psychic protection. You and your thinking, make sure you're not thinking fears and thinking the things that are detrimental to what you want to create. So many people, like I literally just said this to someone the other day. It's very and so many people are in that fear mode, and we need to get out of that mundane muggle land that brings on depression and anxiety, and to groundedness, and finally see the magic. And a part of that seeing of the magic is that we are the creators of our reality. We really are. So when we are thinking the worst, it was Hawaii 5-0, where the guy, the two stars were talking to each other, and he's like, you're always talking about the fear. And he's like, I'm just being proactive and preemptive and I'm prepared. No, but you're always thinking the worst. It's like, there is a balance to being prepared and being too much in your fear thinking, too much jumping over to, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? It's all a part of you inside saying, if you're saying what if, you're energetically attaching to that. Give yourself 7 seconds and release that shit. Let that shit go. We're gonna bring in the good. We wanna make sure that we're honoring that preparedness and those fears so that we see them for what they are, fear, false evidence appearing real, and release it and say, no, I don't wanna create that. I know I was in what if mode, but what I really wanna create is this magical, opening for me, this abundance, this flow, this prosperity. So tap into the full moon tomorrow in Taurus and this 11/11 gateway today. So double, right? We're really on fire right now with the energy, and the opening is well aspected for us to manifest what we desire. So be especially careful what you're thinking today and tomorrow and the next day, especially because the full moon magnifies everything. It magnifies what's inside you. So we wanted to magnify some of that awesome stuff we want to get, right? So third card, Goddess of Psychic Protection. Fourth card, Goddess of the Earth. An idea connected to imagination, creativity, and nature is coming your way. So this to me just says that it's very much talking about your creativity as we finally allow the natural rhythms of nature and we settle in. We allow for that opening. We've released what no longer serves us. We're allowing for an opening of something new to come in, that imagination, that creativity that flows in. And it's going to be something that's natural to you. So natural to you that you might overlook it and say, no, that's easy. Or, but really, it's so natural you're meant to do it, because it's not natural for other people. Everyone has their gift. Everyone has the gifts that they're meant to share. Not everyone is going to want to share energetic updates, or not everyone's going to want to do energy healings. Not everyone's going to want to teach spiritual classes. Not everyone's going to want to be a singer or a poet or be an engineer or a scientist or a doctor. We honor each person's unique gifts and we complement each other. So figure out what's coming for you. Card number 4, Goddess of the Earth. Card number 5, Goddess of Nature. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. So remember what I said. What you fear, you draw near. But what you believe and manifest and create in the most beautiful, light-filled expression of what you're wanting to express, it will come to fruition. So it's just what you believe. If you believe it won't happen, it won't. If you believe it will, it will. So believe it will. Card number 5. I love that star, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And we see some beautiful spirals happening with the natural rhythm flow of the universe. Goddess of nature. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. So it really is, what is inside you is flowing. So as you work through what I've been saying now, and then work into the end of the week maybe, or just, this is not a linear thing. You may be experiencing all of it in one moment, or one thing at the end of this reading and then the thing at the beginning, and you'll layer on those learnings and those lessons. So just take the information and see what resonates. Number 6, Angel of Prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. So as what's coming to, you've had this creative thing that you are gonna express, you've released, you are about to create something amazing. It's coming to fruition, and they're saying, we're here, we're always here, we're gonna help you, we're gonna make you manifest this new thing that you like, this new relationship, this new job, this new pet, this new endeavor, that a new project. What is that thing that you'd like to create? And it's not always going to be some project. Maybe it's, I've decided I'm going to volunteer now. I'm going to go to shelters. I'm going to go volunteer for women in domestic violence situations. What's calling you and what's natural to you is going to be that thing right now. It's going to be really amazing, and you are supported. Make sure that you see the sacred and honor those higher beings that are all around us all the time and assisting us on our path. Take a moment to be in gratitude. It's the gratitude that brings in the joy and the peace, and being in gratitude is high in vibration, so you'll naturally attract more things to you that bring gratitude to you. And finally, we have Goddess of Beauty, of course, because Taurus full moon is tomorrow. And this is just speaking to me, like so many people don't see the beauty inside them or outside them. You are beautiful. You are beautiful inside, and you are beautiful outside. And you need to recognize that and start sharing your light and allow yourself to be open. Don't be closed off. Allow your beauty to shine in the way that's right for you. You are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. Remember that. Try your best to shine from your heart center. Allow your heart to shine and express, and know that you're beautiful and you're deserving of giving and receiving love. So now, quick recap. Angel of communication. Communicate well, even your internal dialogue. Angel of support, number 2. You are always supported, and you are calling just with your energy. Goddess of psychic protection. Being mindful that you see the truth, you know the truth, and you are protected along the way. Goddess of the earth. Your creativity is coming naturally to you now. Allow it to just flow. Start to recognize the little things. Goddess of nature as well. You reap what you sow. Number 6, angel of prayer. See the sacred. Know you're supported always. Goddess of beauty. You are beautiful, and now's the time to see it even more. So, what I saw, I told you about the vision of the bowl and the flowing white liquid energy, and I also saw from the beginning of this reading someone throwing away a lot of stuff, and this is the time with Mercury retrograde to just throw away things, get organized. Mercury retrograde really helps you get organized, so allow that organization to just naturally flow. Release some stuff, like literally clutter clear. The first step in feng shui, the first most powerful step in feng shui, is clutter clearing. Allow the clutter in your home to be released. Everything that is in your home and your car is attached to your energy. So if you're not loving it, using it, then it's draining on your energy. Either give it away or throw it away, whatever it is. Release it and let it go. It's time. And you'll notice even just little things, like if you clean your wallet first, your purse first, your bag first, and then you start to find things more. Something new comes in, an abundance really comes in when you clutter clear. So much. So try that. Let me know if there's some tips with feng shui you'd like to hear about too. Heart and Soul is the card that I pulled. I wanted to pull, so all of those cards were from one deck. And now I'm going to pull, I have pulled Healing Angel card from that deck. The other deck by Tony, let's say the name again, Carmine Soleno. Back of the deck, beautiful little cards, I love them. Heart and Soul is the one that I pulled just as an overall for the collective, everyone to hear right now. When making your decision, take into account what your heart and soul are saying. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Choose through love, not fear. Very overarching theme of everything we've been saying this whole time. So in trying to keep it as short as possible, I had to have that beginning part. It's not always going to be this long, but I had to have that first few minutes with you guys to explain what my goals are now and keep myself accountable, right? But to just share what that means for going forward for a few extra things. And I want to know what you guys are thinking with regard to these quick sessions. So what card did you pick? Remember, that is something you need to hear the message extra strong for you. What number did you pick? And so I'll show another recap of all the cards at the end of this. Go to my YouTube, subscribe. I'll upload these to YouTube. You'll be notified right away when they're up there. Go to my Maggie's Bliss Facebook page if you haven't, and like that page so that you'll see these videos there. Comment. I read all the comments. I never not read the comments. I read them all. I'm actually a one-woman show. I do everything you see that comes out of me. From the divine cosmic messages to these readings now, to all the classes I teach, to the Facebook page updates and posts, to the website. I created all the graphics on my website. Everything is me. So I'm doing my best as a one-woman show. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want now, anything new. But here's like energy that I think will take us through the week, and then maybe perhaps I'll be coming back again to chat with you soon. If not, hopefully by next week. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. So hopefully this resonated with you. I'm going to show you the recap of all the cards, and I will see you guys very soon. Namaste.